So, you're in Ohio and you're ready to find a great trainer for your dog. You're in the right place. We're going to walk through how to find someone who really understands what it's like to have a dog right here in the Buckeye State.
All right, here's what we've got on tap. We'll start with what makes life with a dog in Ohio unique. Then we'll get into finding the right training fit, decoding all those trainer credentials, asking the right questions, and finally putting all that good training into practice.
First up, let's talk about why training a dog here in Ohio has its own unique flavor. The goal of training isn't just to get your dog to sit perfectly in your living room. It's about building skills that hold up in the real world, the life you and your dog actually live. I mean, think about it. One weekend, you might be at a bustling summer festival. The next, you're navigating a snowy trail in a state park. A well-trained dog needs to be comfortable with the crowds in downtown Cincinnati, the paths of a Cleveland metro park, and our totally unpredictable Midwest weather. That's where good training really shines. So, how do you get there? Let's look at the training philosophy that experts recommend and the different ways you can get help. The approach you'll hear about most often, and for good reason, is positive reinforcement. It's really simple. You reward the good stuff with treats, praise, or toys. This builds a really strong bond of trust and makes your dog want to learn, which is how you get results that actually stick. Now, should you go with private training or group classes? Well, they both have their perks. In-home training is perfect for tackling behaviors that happen, well, at home, like going bonkers when the doorbell rings. Group classes, on the other hand, are fantastic for teaching your dog to stay focused around distractions, which is a key skill for those busy public spaces we just mentioned. Okay, this next part is really, really important. Ohio doesn't require any kind of state license for dog trainers. That means doing your homework on credentials is a huge part of finding the right person. And that's just the reality of it. Since anyone can decide to be a dog trainer tomorrow, looking for professional certifications is your best bet for finding someone with real expertise who's committed to humane, effective methods. You'll see a lot of letters after a trainer's name. Things like CPDTK show they're a certified professional dog trainer who's passed a test on their knowledge. For more serious stuff, like deep-seated fear or aggression, you might look for a behavior consultant with credentials like CBCCK. They really specialize in getting to the why behind the behavior, not just basic obedience. All right, you found a few trainers who look good on paper. Now it's time to dig into the specifics. And yep, that includes the cost. Here's a general idea of what you might expect to pay for training here in Ohio. A 6-week group class could be a couple $100s, while a package of private sessions at your home will be more. And of course, prices can definitely vary depending on if you're in a big city or a smaller town. When you get them on the phone for a consultation, make sure their approach feels right to you. Ask exactly how they plan to help your specific dog. And here's a great question. What should we practice between sessions? It shows they see training as a team effort. And definitely ask for references from other clients in the area. Remember, the training session is just the beginning. The real work and the real fun starts when you take those skills out into the world. So let's talk about some great local spots to practice. We've got some amazing places to serve as your training grounds. You can work on recall at a big open spot like Alum Creek Dog Park near Columbus, or practice loose leash walking on the incredible trails in Cuyahoga Valley National Park. These are the perfect places to help your dog build confidence in all sorts of new situations. So it makes you wonder, right? With a well-trained dog by your side, where are you going to go first? Just imagine walking through a farmer's market or sitting on a restaurant patio without a worry. Good training doesn't create limits. It opens up a whole new world for both of you to explore together. Putting in the effort to find the right training really does pay off every single day. A well-behaved dog is a joy to have at home, a good neighbor on your street, and the best companion for all the adventures you'll have across our beautiful state. We wish you the very best of luck on your training journey.